teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Jets, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
Gets through and now an opening.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. That's good for 28 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown.
Noah Gray,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before, The very next week, struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Hey, 88. Inside. Get 300. Gun.
Motion man left is Lazard.
Yeah, this.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Notice 50. Hey, you block over here.
Motion man left is Lazard. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
That's good for the Jets.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Over here.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1.
Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's a tough one for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Jets pressure 2 notches. Down he goes. Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why do you call play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return.
And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously, they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, Mike. Big 30.
To throw is Rodgers. His throw incomplete. The Jets hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now the second-year man back from injury. It's Breece Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Wide left.
On first down, right back to Hall. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Mahomes again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
26. Hey, 88.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Look again.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Go right. Look again.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Back north. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Yeah, Liz.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Right now, you got 58. 58.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This one finds Wilson downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 52 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
31, Chiefs 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This ball deep for Tony. And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Hall again. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Hey, flex, flex. Flip it in.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Cook will score. Touchdown, New York. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Chiefs 15.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here. There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 48 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10.
Hero 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Isaiah Pacheco.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Well, partner, under the lights